poorly scripted drama last night was architects and scripters and poor directors only wanted to invoke public emotions and incite Kenyans. And this is following the dwindling support of their subversive activities in political rallies around the country, especially by the political class. You will recall yesterday His Excellency the President, the Deputy President and the House leadership met with 32 members of Jubilee who stated categorically that they are not in the business of engaging in subversive activities around the country in the pretext of political rallies. I am also aware from where I sit that members of parliament from ODM and other Azimio-affiliated parties have sought audience with His Excellency the President, especially members of parliament from Kisii. They had intended to seek audience with the President on the same issues of to disassociate themselves from the subversive activities of the Azimio leadership and those who sponsor them. And therefore, last night's drama, Matiang'is house, was one to excite people's emotions, invoke public sympathy, but it's also a script that we would describe as a perfect case of the guilty being always afraid. But you remember when 300 police officers were sent to arrest the Honorable Ndindi Nyoro. You are all present, many of you media people. You witnessed everything that happened, right from Citizen TV studios the night before to the following day when Ndindi Nyoro was being arrested in Murang'a by over 300 police officers. And you could see the police officers. You remember when the Honorable Oscar Sudi's house was raided by close to 550 officers in the wee hours of the night. There were photographs, there were videos of the officers even breaking into his gate. You will remember when Senator Lagat, former Senator Bomet, was being arrested. You could see the policemen. We want to challenge the scripters of last night's drama to show Kenyans a single photograph or a video recording of the officers they purport to have been in Matiang'is house. Not a single photograph has been availed, not even a CCTV surveillance of that residence. Not even a video recording from Matiang'is or his house girls or his watchman's or his gardener's phone. None. And surprisingly, even the media house that purported to have been on scene, their cameras, in a very mysterious way, could not capture a single policeman. The best they could capture is Raila Odinga and some funny media-craving lawyer purporting that he has an army of 200 other lawyers who again could not be seen. Therefore, this script and all this drama was a figment of a few people's imagination within ODM, an act out of desperation, an act aimed at inciting Kenyans and invoking public sympathy. It's unfortunate that a person the caliber and standing of a former Prime Minister and former de facto Assistant President to Uhuru Kenyatta could in the wee hours of the night wake up to go and act on the roadside. We want to ask Raila Odinga, because he had his phone and the scripter of this drama had his phone there, to share with Kenyans one photograph, one video, or anything they have of any officers that were around Matiang'is house. And if the intent was to scare the Inspector General of Police, the Inspector General of Police has stated severally, he runs an independent office and he will do his work without prompting from anybody, neither will he be intimidated by the actors of these scripts. Therefore, if you are acting to dissuade or to discourage or to intimidate the Inspector General of Police or any other security agencies or investigative agencies, we want as members of Parliament to encourage all our investigative agencies and security agencies deal with all Kenyans in accordance with the law and without fear or favor. And don't allow yourselves to be intimidated by those who think that they can intimidate you with scripted or kufurushwa azimio. Jalango. Unajua baadhi ya mambo ambayo na mnajua tangu wakati wa Ford Kenya ile ya kijana wa Malwa, mnajua ile tunaita kwa kimombo modus operandi ya Raila Odinga ni kutumia vijana goons kuhujumu haki za viongozi wengine. Na sio tu Jalango, nakumbuka kijana wa Malwa akifurushwa Thika Stadium. Unakumbuka Mheshimiwa Magarer Langat akifurushwa hapa Kilimani. Unakumbuka hata journalists kama Francis Gashuri akifurushwa na wale vijana. Na pale Kasarani unakumbuka Mheshimiwa Babu na Mwamba na Mheshimiwa Isaac Mwaura wakifurushwa. Walo. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni njia moja ya Raila Odinga kuhujumu demokrasia ambayo anajifanya anatetea. Mbunge yote ana haki ya kumtembelea na kushauriana na rais. Anayo haki pia ya kuwa na uhuru wa mawazo. Atumie akili yake kujua ni nini kitakacho nufaidi watu ambao wamemchagua. Na nataka nikuambie Mheshimiwa Jalango, yale mambo alipeleka mbele ya rais siku wakati alikuwa pale ya watu wa high rise, ya project ya affordable housing na TVET ya Lang'ata. Almost all constituencies in Nairobi except Lang'ata have TVETs that are either going on or complete. The Honorable Jalango raised the issue of the TVET and the President assured him he will have 50 million shillings allocated to that TVET for its completion, so that the youth in Lang'ata and Kibra can get skills that will enable them make a living out of their lives, other than waiting to be dressed in jungle fatigue by somebody who has used their parents and is now using their children to undermine democracy and undermine the peace that Kenyans are enjoying.